along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson.
And after winning the first game, you have to think that they got the mental edge here tonight.
Yeah, it's often not so easy the second time around. You know your opponent's going to make adjustments. You have to be ready to adjust back. I'd call that readjust.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Prosper. And here's Jackson. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For 3, Smith nails it from 3. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
To the middle. Holland can't hit. James, left side. Pass to Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Just throughout his career, LeBron James, we've been marveling at his passing skills. So special and makes everybody better.
Here's Collier. Here's Holland. Dort defending. From 9 feet. Holland can't hit. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Stolen by Jackson. For 3, Smith connects from downtown. Smith's got 6.
Now that's Smith's go-to shot. Well, come to think of it, any shot is JR's go-to shot.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Jackson for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. The open shot by James will not go. Misses off the front iron. Now the Pacers with it. Holland gets the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Barnes a screen. Hangs. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
They set the pick. For 3, Smith. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Knicks trail by 4. Down low. The kick out to Maxey. Back to Robinson. Outside Maxey. 5 on the clock. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Smith, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Lets a 3 fly. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter. And there's James from the arc. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And right away, he's gone to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
Smith outside. No good on the triple. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
James outside. Into the lane. And it's James with the jam.
Just watching the King come down the lane with that kind of roar. Wow, ferocious.
Pass to Smith. The three is up. James with the rebound. New York trailing. Dort for three. And no good. And here's Jackson. Still no points. Launches a three. De Silva with the bucket. Here's Maxey. It's Barnes on the wing. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Indiana ahead. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Back to James. Out to Covington. Clock at 4. The three. Okongwu with the rebound. Pacers leading by 4. White on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Beyond the arc. Covington grabs the board. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Stripped away. Wallace with it. Guarded now by Maxey.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his number one attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position. Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
White looking it over. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Indiana on D. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And it's Maxey missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
I'm looking down at the opposing team's coaching staff. They're shaking their head because J.R. Smith has found a rhythm.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Maxey. Who poked away. Here's Okogie. From outside the arc. And it's Maxey missing. Pacers leading by 8. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Smith. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Here's Okongwu. Shoots over Maxey. Okongwu with the bucket. And now a 10-point Pacer lead.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Okogie. Outside Maxey. Here's Marshall. Looking to end the run. Knocks down the long J.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Knicks trail by 9. To the paint. Left side White. Off target from three-point range. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Robinson. Wallace with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Right side Barnes. Outside McBride. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
White for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. White's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Robinson can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fires the 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational for him.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player, but I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Robinson gets the bucket.
Barnes making sure that his teammates stay involved.
Pass to Holland. Shoots a fadeaway. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Pass to James. The rebound by Jackson. Pacers leading by 18. Here's Prosper. No points so far. To the paint. Here's Holland. The Knicks pull it in.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
James outside. Outside for Dort. Back to James. It's Barnes on the wing. Sinks it from distance. Barnes has got 5 points.
Well, Barnes hitting threes spells some trouble. This offense starts to hum.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Kicks it out to Jackson. Robinson with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Lets it go from 14. The shot by James, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
Here's Maxey. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up to the Indiana Pacers. Here's Collier. Hasn't got one to fall yet.
Jackson with the dime. The guy is just so skilled.
Here's James on the wing. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here. Indiana leading by 19. Here's Collier. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
McBride can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Okongwu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Coffee on the wing. Now here's McBride. Picked by Covington. Back to McBride. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the top of the key. Pacers with a rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Smith. To the inside. For 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Okongwu. Here's Collier. Covered by Covington. There's the steal. Here's Coffee. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Already up 24. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's White. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Smith right side. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Dort. It's James with the drive. That one goes. Count it. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
So many years and the body still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
Smith outside. Pass to De Silva. White on the wing. It's stolen by Maxey. Oh, and the jam by James.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, it's a big difference maker.
Both shots good from the strike. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for three. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Now, here is James. Robinson finds some space. The rebound by Jackson.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Scotty Barnes. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
For Indiana, Prosper.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Knicks trail by 21. Robinson with it. Guarded by Smith. Screen by Robinson. Pass to Barnes. Launches it. It's Barnes on the wing. James outside. Here's Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up. That free throw no good. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Outside White. For three, Smith. He buries it from three. Smith's got 20 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
For three, Maxey buries it from three.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Pass to Jackson. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple of years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
White can't hit. Knicks trail by 20. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That's good from White.
2 shots.
White hits them both.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
Here's Smith. And it's New York with a rebound. Right side Barnes. James.
LeBron James.
That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Scotty Barnes.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
To the wing on the left. And so it's the